Hi everyone, welcome back. So today's video I'm going to show you how to create a widow's peak on a hairline of your lace wig. This video was requested, and I'm also going to show you how to install it. So this wig today that I'm working with is a 24-inch 13x6 lace wig. It does come with the fake scalp insert, and it already has pre-bleached knots. So let's take a look at it. So when doing this, I like to start on wigs that are new. I like to have my knots already bleached. Since this wig already come with bleached knots, I did not need to do that. And as you can see, it does come with a natural hairline all the way around that front area. And of course, the texture is a body wave texture with a natural brown hair color. So if you would like to see how I customize this wig, install it, and also make it look natural, make sure you keep on watching. Before we jump into customizing the hairline, I want to give you some tips on important things that you should know before you actually jump in and start trying to create a widow's peak, because I want you all to get the best results if you try this. So the number one thing that you should know before tweezing anything is to make sure the hair is wet or damp. Tweezing on wet or damp hair will make the process a lot more easy, and it will also just give you better results. So that is the best way to get the hairs to come out. The second thing you should know is make sure your knots are bleached prior to tweezing the hairline. If you don't bleach your knots beforehand, what's going to happen is you're going to over tweeze the hairline. Remember, bleaching the knots minimizes the appearance of those knots. The third thing you want to make sure you do is do this on a pre-plucked hairline. You don't want to do this on an overly thick hairline. So if your wig does not come pre-plucked, go ahead and pre-pluck the hairline first to your liking, and then go back and create the widow's peak. This will ensure that you get the best results. And the next thing you can do is make sure to share this video with a friend, a family member, or anyone that you feel like needs this information. And also, if you are not, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn it gray. That way you can get notifications from my channel when I do upload new videos. Alright, so let's jump right into the tutorial. So on your damp or wet wig, you want to go ahead and prep the hair. I also add hair mousse all over the hairline. Now, this will not make the hairline stiff, hard, or crunchy, but what it's going to do is flatten down the hairline so the hairs won't fall all over the front of the hair. If you do this on dry hair, it will not turn out well because the hairs will go all over the place. So I'm just going to take my brush and brush that hairline back so I can see it better, and so that I can push those hairs and make them lay down smooth without them falling everywhere. Now, the hair mousse that I use, I will be sure to link it below this video in the description box, and I will also put the link to this wig down there. But as you can see, this wig comes with that pre-plucked hairline. It comes with bleached knots, and I can honestly say the hairline on this wig is perfect. You see it for yourself. I have not done anything to it. This is the way it comes. And like I said, we do have that fake scalp material on the inside of the wig. And I believe this lace may be Swiss lace. I think mine might be a light brown lace, but however, I think this wig comes with the Swiss lace. So the first thing I'm going to do is separate a small section of hair right in the center of the wig. Now, you want to make sure that the wig is lined up perfectly on that canvas head so that you are pulling out hair from the center of that hairline, because you don't want to mess this up. You really don't, otherwise it will reshape the hairline weirdly. To be honest with you all, this is the first time I'm creating a widow's peak on my wig, so I'm not going to create a huge V shape at the center. I'm just going to do a small one. So the first thing I'm doing, and I'm doing this in slow motion so you guys can see, is I'm taking hair off the side of the section that I pulled, and I'm really going in there one strand at a time. And so when I parted that small section, I did zigzag or put like a V parting when I parted that section out, so you can do that. And now I'm going to go to the other side of it and just pull hairs. You want to kind of pull some hairs, then pull the hair back, look at it, and then just keep going back and forth until you start to see it to shape out. Now, the one tip that I can give you is you want to thin out the areas that are on the sides of that section that you pulled to the front, because it's going to make the hairline kind of recede back just a tad bit, almost like creating a M shape at the front of the hairline. Now, like I said, the widow's peak that I'm creating is very small. It's not like I don't know, I've seen people with bigger like V-shaped widow peaks at the center of their head, but this one I wanted to start off with very small because I didn't want to do too much and then I mess it up. So I was like, okay, let me start off small, and then later on, if I want to try this again on another wig, after I master the skill a little bit, I can go back and try it again. Make sure that the tweezers that you're using are new and very clean when it comes to pulling, because if they are old, it's going to be forever. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I will put my link in the description box, but you can follow me over there at Miss Precious Marie. So yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. It takes a little bit of time, but it definitely didn't take a long time to do this, just because the hairline, like I said, already came pre-plucked. So the only thing I needed to do was create this widow's peak in the center. So I'm just going by eye here, just pulling out hairs and just eyeballing the hairline and just making sure everything is falling the way it's supposed to. So I would suggest you just do the same thing and just take your time with it. If you are looking for a good tweezer set, I will be sure to link one below in the description box. I like to use any type of tweezer that may be just a bit costly, because I noticed that ones that are cheaper don't last long when it comes to the quality of them. But the ones I will put in the description box won't cost an arm and a leg, I promise you, but make sure you're using a good one. So I'm going to just continue to tweeze until I get this right, and you guys can watch, and then we'll install it later. Alright, so I blow dried my body wave textured wig, and this is the way it looks. It almost looked like a straight wig, I'm gonna be honest, but the hair quality seems really good. So once we get this nice and dry, I'm going to go ahead and install it. So make sure you keep on watching. We're going to go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to install this widow's peak hairline. I absolutely love the length and the texture of this wig so much. I'm going to go ahead and place it on my head. This is what the hair looks like after I have blow dried. It's very soft, really long. Okay, I'm going to style it, because I feel like if I style this wig after I install it down, right after anyways, I'm going to get lifting. So I'm going to play it smart and style the hair first, and then we're going to install it. But so far, this is what the widow's peak that I created on this wig looks like. I think I did a pretty good job with it, but you guys will see the end result in a second, and we can judge that at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and style this wig, and then I'll be back to tell you guys how to cut the lace and install it. so I'm used my curling wand to add waves to the hair. Now we're going to go ahead and cut the lace. Now when you cut the lace, you want to follow the hairline, of course, like you would normally do. However, when it comes to that widow's peak, you definitely want to cut it a certain way. I'm going to go ahead and push the hairline back with my hot comb to make sure there's no hairs in the way, because you can mess up the hairline you created. So take some scissors, start in the center, and we're going to cut upward and go around that hairline, making sure to leave that widow's peak. Now when it comes to cutting the area where the widow's peak is, you want to follow the shape of it and cut around it and make sure you don't cut it off. As you can see, there will be a little bit of lace where that hair is, but that's okay. It's not going to be seen once you glue it down. So just make sure you are not messing up the hairline you created. Okay, so let's install this. When installing, you can just install the size the way you normally do. I'm using the Got2b Insta-Hold. So if your natural hairline has a widow's peak and you want to apply this wig after you have created one for your wig, I would highly suggest trying to smooth down your natural widow's peak, and then just take the glue or take your spray and spray it in that section. Wherever your natural widow's peak fall, just press it onto that section, and hopefully that helps. I'm not sure exactly 100% that will work, because I've never installed a wig on someone with a widow's peak and I don't have one myself, but hopefully this can give you the look that you're looking for if you do have a widow's peak and you want to wear a lace wig and get that natural hairline look that you have naturally. So you guys, drop me a comment, let me know what you think about this. Here is the finished results. Let me know if you like it. I would love to hear your take on this, and if you try it, definitely come back to this video, let me know how it worked out for you. This kind of gives me that Lisa Ray vibe. But I will be sure to put this wig down below in the description box. Be sure to check out Pretty Luxe Hair, and also use that coupon code that I provided down there, and all the products that I use in today's video will be down there also. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you back in my next video if you are subscribed. Mwah.